Hey, this is Ryan from Rocket SaaS, and you're listening to the SaaS Marketing Weekly podcast, the show that gives you actionable marketing strategies and campaign ideas to rocket your SaaS business. And if you want even more SaaS marketing ideas, go to saasmarketingweekly.com to join my free newsletter. Hey there, welcome to SaaS Marketing Weekly with me, your host Ryan, the founder of Rocket SaaS. And today we are going to be talking about hiring a marketing person in-house versus hiring an external marketing agency. Now, full disclosure, as you probably know, I own a marketing agency. So this pod may be a little bit biased, naturally, but I'm going to try and just give you facts and also my experience on working on both sides, working in agency or working as an internal hire or working for a SaaS brand that needs to hire people. I've seen the pros and I've seen the cons. So I'm going to break this down for you. If you are an owner of a SaaS company or if you're a marketing manager in a SaaS company, the likelihood is you are under-resourced in your marketing department. You want to scale your business, you need more marketing resources. So you've got a choice to make. If you haven't got anyone in marketing, you need to hire your first marketing manager. Or if you do already have someone in marketing, you need to be hiring like a marketing executive or maybe multiple. Or you go for an agency. You can go for a full service agency like Rocket SaaS, or you can hire a specialist agency for one particular task like a Google Ads agency because that's what you need. So let's break down the main things that you need to consider. So the first thing that most businesses will naturally look at is the cost. So according to read.com, which is a job hiring, job seeking platform, the average marketing manager's salary in the UK is £47,000. So after taxes, like national insurance, pensions, that's actually going to cost you $52,000, which is about $4,500 a month. So that's for an average marketing manager's salary. If you're in London, it's going to cost more. If you want someone better than average, it's going to cost you 60, 70, 80,000. So you're getting into the $6,000 a month mark. And if that's your first marketing hire, you're going to need someone good. You can't just hire someone junior to be your first and only marketer. But if you are looking for your perhaps second marketing person in the company, someone that can support your existing marketing manager, then you're probably looking for a marketing executive. That's average salary of £30,500 annually, about $4,000 after taxes. So you're looking at over $3,000 a month for that kind of hire, who's going to be relatively new, relatively junior. So costs to hire an in-house person in the UK is naturally high, particularly with taxes. So when it comes to agencies and how much they cost, there's a very wide range. You can get some agencies that are super expensive that will charge you $20,000 a month. You get some agencies that will just charge you a few £100s a month. They're probably not very good. And you get everywhere in between. But if you're considering working with agencies, send out a few emails, get some costs. Hopefully, like Rocket SaaS, they have their pricing on their website. You can quickly put together how much these agencies are going to be charging as opposed to these in-house hires that you can be a bit more predictable in terms of what their salaries are going to be. So now the next thing to consider is training. One of the big issues that I see, the big failures that I see with in-house marketing hires, particularly when they're the first marketing person to be hired, is that the founders in the business can't train them. Because the founders of the business, they're not marketers. They're typically software developers. So they need a marketing person to come in and not need any training at all. And it can often be a complete mess because there's no marketing process, there's no marketing structures, there's no decent CRM. So you really need a smart person to come in and go, right, doesn't matter that you guys don't get marketing, you've never done very good marketing before, I'm going to take the reins, I'm going to run with it, I want these processes, these systems, this Asana software, I'm going to create these funnels, leave it to me guys, I've got this. But those people are quite rare. That's a real superstar to come in and do that. And superstars require high salaries. What is more common is I see SaaS companies hire their first marketing person, paying like 30 or 40K salary. They're not that experienced. Maybe they did quite well in their interview, but they come in and they're a bit like a rabbit in the headlights. Maybe they've come from a bigger company before that's had this structure. They've had a marketing boss, and now they're just on their own, like, I don't know where to start with this. And it can fail very quickly. I see that very, very common. Or the other issue is that you've already got one marketing manager in-house and you're hiring the first marketing executive to support them. Now your marketing manager, your original hire, is now going to spend so much time training their new person. Now, obviously, that can have a long-term positive effect. But one of the negative effects is your marketing manager is now having to manage a person, audit their work, check their mistakes, reviewing them. If they're relatively junior on a low salary, that's going to be a lot of time taken up by your marketing manager who's no longer doing so much work that they're used to. They're now managing someone. If it works out well, then fantastic. Once they've hit the ground running, they're trained up, and it's just two people smashing it, but you're in danger hiring a low salary junior person that person actually becomes a hindrance to your marketing department. Whereas conversely, agencies, they don't need training. They hit the ground running. They know exactly what they're doing. They're not going to come to you and say, oh, what software do you think we should use? What funnels do you think we should create? A decent agency will just hit the ground running with their philosophies, their structures, and you won't have to worry about them. The other one that I find really interesting is time to hit the ground running. So even us as a marketing agency here at Rocket SaaS, we hired someone last year to become our in-house marketing manager. So I hired her and I said, I don't want you working on any of our clients' accounts. I only want you working for Rocket SaaS to market Rocket SaaS and win new clients for Rocket SaaS. And I kind of made the mistake of letting her run with it, letting her do what she wanted to do. I wasn't going to micromanage her. She could come in with her own ideas, her own strategy, her own funnels, her own formulas. I just wanted to give her the reins. And we had these check-ins once a month. So after month one, I checked in with her and said, right, what have you achieved so far? I was, I've got to meet the team and I've done some analysis and I've done some research and I've got some really good ideas. I thought, okay, well, you've not actually achieved much, but okay, I understand there's a process here. And then month two, we checked in. Okay, what have we got running? Nothing. I've just done some designs for this campaign. I've got some really good ideas, had some really good feedback from this customer. And then month three is like, right, what have we actually got here? And it was just so fluffy and slow. And sure, that's partly my fault for not setting the correct expectations that I wanted. But I did find that is typical from my experience working for companies, is that in-house people take a long time to integrate in. It takes several weeks to acclimatize to the company culture, build relationships with the team, grasp the intricacies of your systems, develop new processes. The onboarding process takes time. It's all just very, very slow. Whereas agencies, on the other hand, are under pressure immediately. As soon as that contract's signed, as soon as that kickoff meeting is done, this agency has to deliver quickly because otherwise they know you're going to churn if they're not happy. They're kind of constantly against the clock, or any good agency is anyway. So I find the output of work from an agency is much more rapid than a typical in-house person that can really kind of drag their feet. Because also companies are much better at accounting agencies to KPIs. You've agreed this set number of deliverables, so I expect this set number of deliverables. Whereas your in-house team is often not like that. You don't often account your in-house team to an exact set number of deliverables each month like you would an agency. So an agency are kind of naturally under more pressure, meaning that I find that they do get more work done. Another area to consider when hiring a marketing manager, marketing executive, or an agency is their area of expertise. So marketers with a low or even a medium salary, they're only going to possess specific expertise in some areas. So for example, you're very unlikely to hire a marketing person for a medium salary that's an expert in Google ads, LinkedIn ads, meta ads, landing pages, blogs, social media, email marketing, creating funnels, lead magnet campaigns. They're going to be very limited. They're usually going to either be on the ad side or the content side. So you've got the issue that you hire someone, let's say they're a content expert, they're very good at writing blogs, they're very good at writing website content, but they don't know much about ads. So you hire them, you'll pay them 50 grand a year. And in one of the first meetings in Q1, they're going to say to you, I need you to hire an ads agency because I'm not great at it. Or I need you to hire an ads freelancer. Or we need to hire someone in-house to run the ads. And it's like, I've got to find another 20, 30 grand a year to do that, have I? Whereas you hire a full service agency, they cover both. It's an all-in-one package. And you don't have to worry about additional budget to do other things. Another thing to consider, which is where agencies will naturally excel way above an in-house hire, is agencies, you don't pay taxes, you don't pay holiday pay, and you don't pay sick pay. And you don't have to buy them laptops. When a new marketing hire comes in, you got to get them a shiny new MacBook. That's $1,000 gone. Agencies, you obviously don't do any of that. They don't take any holiday, any sick pay, or any taxes. So those are my key things to consider when looking to hire a marketer in-house or go agency. 1 is the cost. 2 is the training that is required for an in-house person. 3 is the time to hit the ground running. 4 is an in-house hire really going to have an area of expertise across everything you need, or are they going to ask you to hire more people? And then the other is holiday, sick pay, taxes that you have to pay with in-house hires. So yeah, on reflection, that podcast was pretty biased because I run a marketing agency, because I just think that the Rocket SaaS model is so much more attractive than hiring someone in-house. Rocket SaaS's middle package is £4,000 a month. So cost-wise, it's roughly the same as what you would pay for a mid to low level marketing person. But when you hire Rocket SaaS, you don't just get one person. You get me. I become your head of marketing strategy. Or if you've already got an in-house person, I'll partner with them. I'll also bring in a LinkedIn ads expert, a Google ads expert, a landing page expert, a designer, a content creator, and a web developer. So you get a team of 7 people. We don't need any training because we are specialist marketers. We hit the ground running immediately. We don't have to fit in with company culture and go through these lengthy onboarding processes and fire drills and whatnot. We have a full service range of expertise. We're not going to come and be your marketing department and say, oh, you also need to hire this person to do content, or you also need to hire this LinkedIn person. We literally do the whole thing. You don't pay any extra taxes from working with us. We don't take any holiday. We don't take any sick pay. And we are much more accountable to getting you results than I find with in-house hires. So if you are considering boosting your marketing resources, you're thinking of maybe hiring someone in-house, I'd say it's worth checking out Rocket SaaS. Go to rocket-saas.io. If you click on pricing at the top of the website, you'll see our exact pricing, our exact packages of what you'd get with that pricing. Click on the How It Works page, you'd see the team of people that you would get to become your marketing department. And I think it makes a lot of sense financially and results-wise. So if you want to chat about that with me, go onto our website, click the free marketing strategy call at the top. We'll just have a no obligation chat about your business, your hiring, where you're at the moment. And then I'll get you a proposal and we'll go on to work together. And it will give you a massive boost in your marketing resources. We'll start to create funnels for you. You'll get more leads, more sales, and we'll scale together. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed this pod, please like, subscribe, give it a 5-star. Thanks again. See you next week.